Hello. I am 18 Nico Jar, and welcome to part 2 of Fragments of the Forgotton World. And I am joined by these lovely people.
There's a bit of a long pause there.
Trying to come up with an adjective.
I was contemplating.
Not the first pick,
Do
I think.
do I go compliment or insult?
Anyway, hi, my name is Breaks. I'm playing Johan Klarstein. Continuing on as Johan Klarstein.
Hello, I am the GardeningClown, also known as Petals, and I'm going to be playing as Daffodil Dartwood. Funny comedian, or well, continuing to play as.
Yes.
Yep.
Well, hi, my name is Jade /Megamagma, known in all my circles, and I am going to be playing Triny, the funky TV-headed detective.
Let me give a brief recap of what happened last time.
Please.
So, where we left off, the party, plus Robotic Lady Platinum, and the smaller machine, Beta, were all fleeing down a mine shaft as it begins to cave in behind you. However, thankfully, this doesn't continue for long, as after a terrifying minute or so,
Don't mind me. Chat.
as after a terrifying minute or so, the cave-in has stopped. However, you are still in the mine shaft. It is at this point that Beta speaks up and says that, well, if we continue down this path, we should reach this the swampland soon, or the warren, as people have taken to calling it.
All right. I'm sorry, Nico. I must ask. So our objective was to get to the big city in the center of this world, correct?
Mm-hmm.
And bring the light bulb that Kita has on her.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And we just got out of a mine shaft with a robot named Beta, who we reprogrammed? Question mark.
Like, Beta's got like some info on how to change the ending.
Correct.
Yeah.
However, the entity that seems to be in control of this world doesn't like that idea, and as such, tried to take out Beta.
So this is an escort mission now.
Wow.
It's an escort mission times 2 because we gotta bring Kita and the robot.
And also Platinum's here.
Okay.
Yeah.
And also Platinum is here.
Well, at least. Yes, the meta stuff was wild.
The meta stuff.
Okay, good. I'm caught up. So did we need to take the boat? I'm trying to remember where the boat came in at that point because I thought we were gonna.
It was like a river that separates each like circle.
Yeah.
Yes.
And we needed to.
We need to find a way.
How were we gonna cross? Oh wait, we needed to go into the city.
Or like the village? Yeah, the village.
Yeah, the village.
To do that,
but it was like toxic gas over it?
Yeah.
Yes, and you were looking for multiple gas masks. As you only found the one.
Yeah.
Okay.
But we also got a robot.
Yes.
That's pretty cool.
And for what you guys remember of the map that Kita showed you, the Warren is in between the city and the wastes.
Okay, so we need the gas mask to cross the city to get to the Warren.
Actually, wait, wasn't the part of the gas masks like one part of the wastes?
There was
Not
a.
the... You go.
Okay, so there was a basically small workers town, well, workers area that was surrounded by poisonous gas that had just built up.
Okay.
That was only in the one area. You guys are currently going through a mine shaft that you believe is going under the river.
Oh, okay. So we're crossing into the next circle.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is not the way that was ever intended to go by at least the entity, but
Mm-hmm.
we're here
Okay.
now.
Yeah, I just wanted to make sure I got everything because I feel like I did.
It has been a while since we last
It's
played.
been a while.
Yeah, it has been
Yeah.
like a hot minute.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Should I think about it?
All right. Well, so we're making our way through this cave system / mine shaft to make our way to the inner circle. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well,
So how fast are we going right now?
So you were going at a full sprint, but I assume you have slowed down for reasons. Now that you're
Once
no
the-
longer at fear of being crushed.
yeah.
Are we still in?
Okay.
Are we in mine carts? Was
No,
that a
I
thing?
think we were just running
No.
for a lot.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So it was on foot or broom.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Mm.
Okay.
Maybe for a bit we stopped to catch our breath after we were no longer in, or like after our lives were no longer in danger.
Mm.
So maybe that could be a fun place to talk.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. So, yeah. Taking a moment to catch your breath and just take a moment to catch your breath, recover, aka having a short rest.
Nice.
Would you guys like to continue, or would you like to start talking here?
I think
feel
I'd
there's
like
a
to
couple of
start
things we
talking
could
for
say
a
to each
bit.
other. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
I've actually been meaning to ask a question, and I'll do this in character. So Triny just because I'm guessing we're walking and talking.
Mm-hmm.
And he just tries to look towards the direction of Johan, and then remembers that he has the light on, and so that's probably just flashing you in the eyes because his head is a light. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
I've been meaning to ask Johan, how did you and Kita meet? Are you your sibling, older sibling?
No, we're not related, but we are friends, or at least I would like to assume we are friends. Kita, well, we had a bit of a chat about, well, about bulb and religion. Though back then the bulb was broken.
Right, we fixed it along with Kita. That's when we met.
So yeah. Okay, so that's how you met. That's how we met. I guess it. Well, okay, so you, Triny, and you, Daffodil, helped Kita fix the bulb.
Well,
Yep.
we helped find her. She had ran away to what's the city name again, Miyako?
Oh, is that?
Fleischerberg.
Flasherburg. The old black and white town.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Direct, just a few miles south of the Well of Creation.
Ah. So I take it the Well of Creation's powers helped you fix the bulb in the end, Kita?
Mm-hmm.
No, actually. Well, apparently it was. I remember there being a machine.
Yeah, there's this weird machine. I think it took
I
one of my
thought the
spell slots.
machine, like, kind of just focused the magic. Like a
Maybe.
magnifying glass.
Ah. My god, that's powerful stuff. So, well,
It
if
almost briefly
we...
set fire to us.
Ah,
Yeah,
yeah,
it burned my hands
yeah,
pretty
much like a
bad.
magnifying glass. Oh, okay. Exactly like a magnifying glass, then.
Mm.
So we three were, I suppose, somewhat instrumental in helping you fix your bulb there. So perhaps that is part of the reason why we are here now.
Perhaps.
So
At least,
something sorry. Just
you gotta
something
say
I've been
something.
meaning to ask. I forgot if any of us asked, but what were those squares? They just appeared out of nowhere? That,
Which squares?
if you'll remember the... Actually, wait, did that happen? The heckin'...
Yep.
When the cave crumbled, yeah.
You saw quite a few glitches just in the first area.
Oh right, yeah, the corruption of the world.
Mm.
Um,
And yeah, Jade is actually going to speak up at this moment. And yeah, those squares, as you put it, they are corruption in this world's structure, you could say.
Like bugs? Like like a like a video game bug? I used to play.
Yes.
I used to play
It's like
Ataru.
someone took the. He ponders for a moment as he thinks of a term that you guys would understand.
Cartridge tilting.
It's like someone took the sketches of, say, a person and started changing it. The effect it would have on the toon is roughly similar to what this world is going through. And as this world is trying to keep moving on, it's unintentionally or intentionally slowly making it worse.
so these symptoms of it being destabilized.
The world is overworking itself?
I'm not 100% sure.
Okay.
There is someone I would like us to meet, and while he is not directly responsible, he does know a lot more about what is going on.
Are they in the city? Or maybe where we're
They
headed?
should be, though knowing him, he could be in the Warren, or currently in the Wastes.
Wait, they could be where we were beforehand?
Mm-hmm.
Who is this person? Who should we be watching out for?
A young man by the name of Cecil.
Cecil.
Cecil. Okay.
Actually, sorry. Daffodil's
He
just gonna reach
stands
into her
up
hammer
like-
space and grab. Oh, sorry. I just wanted to say a thing, but here, do you want to go?
As I say, Cecil stands out decently as he dresses fairly unique.
We're tunes. Everybody's fairly unique. What were you saying, Petals?
I was just saying, Daffodil probably reached in her hammer space to grab like a notepad to just write this down.
Smart.
Actually, let's see
Can we
if
get a little
follow
more
or not.
description? Or
Okay.
Let's see.
Any particular article of clothing?
Oh, he's always wearing goggles. Like his father, he possesses white hair.
father issues? Write that down.
Daffodil's gonna write that down.
Triny selling all of this to Daffodil. Keep going, Nico.
Yep. So, white hair,
Oh,
goggles that he uses as glasses.
another point for old.
He did mention he was a young man.
And a worn down black hat.
Alright. Should be easy enough to find.
Yes.
Clothes and hat.
So, what about you, Kita?
Hmm?
You've been here before, right?
Kita's just gonna have to take a moment to stop, look around the cave, and go.
Okay, not
Not-
here. I meant in the world here. Okay.
Oh, have you
Is there anything
did you
I don't really ever recall meeting someone like that. Though my memories of that time are quite hazy still.
mind if I roll a insight check on Kita?
Sure.
Woo!
You lying to us, girl?
No, just getting like a general sense of how Kita's doing, essentially. Okay. Man.
Can I send a message to Kita? Well,
An 8.
Eat.
Maybe a hug.
How are you doing, Kita?
I just want this to be over as quickly as possible.
Are you tired? Would you like to perhaps ride with me and see if you can get a little sleep?
He's just gonna give. They're gonna give a small nod.
Okay. Just stops on the broom, allows Kita to clamber aboard.
Yeah. And then just
gets as
going
comfy
to.
as possible.
Yeah, there's gonna basically rest against Johan's back. We'll say that Johan, you basically now have. Or your back is now incredibly warm, as you
Yes.
have what is effectively a fur coat on now. And
For
then-
code 2.
And then, the bulb trapped between your back and the second fur coat.
Cozy.
And I will say that something you three did notice earlier when Kita climbed down the cliff, it got a lot colder when they were not when you were not in their, general area.
Oh. Well, Bulb was meant to be like a new little sun. I guess that would make sense. Okay. After checking to make sure that Kita's not going to fall off should she actually fall asleep, maybe just like, I don't know, tying a scarf midsection to midsection so she can just kind of doze.
Oh, I got this. Triny takes off his tie. Use this.
Excellent. Kita and Johan. Kita's now a backpack.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Once Kita's asleep, Triny will actually ask Johan. You've known her a lot longer than I have. Did she ever mention any of this?
She didn't lay it out in detail. Though I got the sense that that she had some worries about this. Reconnecting with with her goddess, I don't quite recall.
Go ahead. Sorry.
Oh no, you go ahead.
Okay. She said she was here before. She was trying to do the same thing we did. From where we were back in the wasteland, could we see a light at the top of the city?
No, you could not. You could see the lights of the city.
Yeah.
Like,
But there wasn't
say,
there wasn't a sun like we were supposed
No.
to put there.
From what you could see, there was a structure in the middle that seemed to be going up, and once it got about a certain distance away, the lights were no longer reaching it, and you could no longer see it.
So it just kind of faded up into the twilight.
Yeah.
Mhm.
No. I don't think she took it, did you? Do you? She wouldn't do that.
Well, if it was her only means of returning home, I don't think I would blame her.
That's fair. But pull us along now. Now it's pulling all of us along now to do this again. She says she's done this before.
Yeah, well, from what I'm gathering, it seems like there's some other will that is trying to, I don't know, change the ending. Something that was dissatisfied with how things played out the first time around.
Wow.
And well, I think it's probably best that it actually brought some adults this time instead of leaving it on the hands of a child.
That is correct. That's just like a warning, you know? Especially when I'm busy working on stuff.
Huh. Agreed.
Yeah. I hope this doesn't take too long. And
Same.
Yeah.
If there was some way to send her back, I would try to do so, but it seems our only path is forward. And he points further down the tunnel.
you're a caster, right? You wouldn't happen to know any planar travel spells, would you?
No, I've not really advanced my studies into the arcane all that far.
Okay.
Ada at this point will just pipe up and go, there is one way to guarantee their return, though I'm not sure what would happen to you three, if you would be taken along, or if you would be left here.
Oh, that's not comforting at all.
No, it does not bode well.
I have family back home, like that I need to get back to.
I'm sure you do.
Also, Daffodil's been uncharacteristically quiet this whole time.
Triny will actually look at you and say, "You okay?"
Huh? Oh, sorry, I was thinking. Shoot, what was happening? Hey, actually, can I talk to you for a moment?
Yeah, actually. And hold back a little while you guys go up front. What's up?
Are you okay? 'Cause I've barely seen you at all for the past how long? Like few months? Is everything okay?
Oh, right. Yeah, I'm fine. I'm fine. And
Insight check.
yeah, it's massive deception check.
Come on, Daffodil, this is your worst. This is your worst skill.
1 moment. I got
Fucking dirty 20!
Dirty 20! Oh,
Okay,
come.
give me 1 second. I gotta figure something out.
Oh boy.
Okay, cool. I'm going to use. I'm still technically attuned to it. This is fine. I'm using the Prankster's necktie to get advantage for deception.
But you're not wearing the tie.
So I am still attuned to it, and I'm still within distance to be. So.
Damn.
I will allow it.
Oh, thank God, because I'll give you both of the rolls, by the way. Give me 1 second. Poopity. I'll put this in peanut gallery. Or no. DM roll. There you go.
Oh.
No! Man.
I'm fine. Honestly, it's just been a lot of work. I try to put on as much as I can while Victoria's away. And, well, I guess this is my vacation.
Oh, when we do get back, just don't overwork yourself, okay?
I won't. I promise.
Would it be possible to make another insight check on that in particular?
Dying.
Up to the DM, I guess.
Can I use... Actually, wait, no. I'm not gonna roll any better than the dirty 20.
Yeah. I don't
Up to the
think you can
DM whether I can ride or not. If you don't know, by the way, I have a +7 to deception.
Oh.
Weak. Daffodil has a +11.
Okay, now
Bunch of lies here.
Triny's a skill monkey. It's fine. He's very good at a lot of things, not just good at one thing.
I just point at the fact that Daffodil's not just a bard, she's a rogue too. That's basically disgusting skills, horrible, awful.
Yeah.
I will say Kita's best stat is a 9 in perception.
They can see.
Yeah.
Alright. Either way, we should get going. Let's catch up with the others.
Yeah. And
yeah. Even if I deceive good, you can still choose to take the information that I say with however you want it.
I think Daffodil's still slightly suspicious of the whole, yeah, definitely not gonna overwork yourself, knowing Triny, but she'll take his word for it for now.
I just get the feeling that it was like Kill Bill sirens faintly in the background while the group up front was going, heading over.
Yeah, don't worry about it. It's fine. It's not like Triny's in current time is kidnapped. Anyways.
This is fine. This is fine. Everything is fine.
Okay, so how long does it take him to get to Warren territory?
Let's see. I will say takes you about, at the rate you're going, an extra half an hour or so.
Okay, not bad.
Okay.
Okay, good, important question. Does Kita actually fall asleep?
Yes.
Good.
Aww.
Yeah, I specifically said that when Kita falls asleep, that's when I'll approach you about asking you questions. To you.
Yeah.
All right, Nico.
So yes. Finally, eventually, you guys manage to make it to the end of the tunnel, where there's a faint light coming in. And as you exit it, the first thing you notice is that while the wastes was completely devoid of life, this one the Warren is the complete opposite. Plenty of trees, small grassy islands everywhere. However, currently seems to be a lot of panic, as you guys can faintly hear off in the distance people panicking, and more of those glitches.
Oh, goodness.
Well, that can't be good.
We gotta get there to help.
Yeah.
Let's get going. Come on.
Okay.
If we can, traveling faster.
Yeah. I think Johan's probably going to be trailing behind a little bit just because not so fast that Kido will fall off.
Yeah.
So, as you guys exit the cavern, the island you're on, there appears to be a large building of some kind, and vines connecting this island to another nearby one. They
Is
look
that
strong
where
enough.
is that where the panic is coming from?
The panic seems to be in that direction, but further on.
Oh.
Okay, so let's get in the building.
Yes.
One
To the
thing you do
panic we
notice is
go.
you do see a large robot with appears to be a scroll, swarmed by the glitches.
Okay. Well, Triny will take out his gun. Can I firebolt the glitches?
You want to try?
Sure.
Okay then.
It's worth a shot.
Literally.
Yeah, so pulling out his gun, you see like a bit of fire build up at the tip, and then bada bing, bada boom. There you go.
Ooh.
Nice. That's a
Oh.
lot of damage.
Upon coming in contact with the glitches, it seems to start glitching out itself before it strikes the machine.
Oh God, no! Can I jump
Uh,
in before it strikes the machine?
No. The glitches
Fuck.
are completely surrounding it, almost like the same way a coat is surrounding someone.
Oh.
Can I try to pull him out? Triny's rushing up ahead to try and help this robot.
Can
Okay.
I just wait? Sorry.
Yeah,
Before
Beta
Triny
will
can try
speak up.
anything, can Daffodil just maybe grab him by the arm before he, like, I don't know, tries to help, because I don't think there's any way that we can help this thing.
But we have to try. We have to take him out. Try to get him out of there.
I'm not sure how we even begin if it's not something we can fight.
I mean, what if what if the glitches do the same thing to you as it did to the cave?
In all likelihood, it most likely will. Everyone who has tried to save something from the glitches has met a similar fate.
So we just let them die?
I can try something. But
You know, if this plan works, it should save all those who have been lost to the glitches. And if it makes you feel any better, that machine has not been ascended. He will not, well, it will not notice anything.
Okay. Fine.
Let's move on.
Okay. as you enter the building, you notice that there are various vines covering the roof, the walls that seem to be exiting the building.
Like they originate from inside the building?
Correct.
Oh, okay. That's odd. Okay. So is the panic coming from inside the building?
No, it is not.
Is okay, is it just kind of a general panic? Is like are these glitches just kind of happening like all over the Warren, or is there like a central, like is it gathered in one spot?
It seems to be one spot, but what is everyone's passive perceptions?
Ooh,
13.
Tiny's is 13.
14.
You cannot tell.
Okay.
It's just you can faintly hear it off in the distance.
Okay.
And from what you can see, these vines seem to be mostly responsible for connecting the islands.
So these vines are supposed to be here?
You believe so?
Okay.
Because you did see near the large machine covered in the glitches, you did see a broken bridge about maybe 30 feet long. Well, what would have been 30 feet long, connecting it to a much larger piece of land. Seems that the cave-in most likely was an earthquake of some kind, and the bridges didn't seem to be able to withstand it.
Okay. Are the vines alive? There's not a lot of light in this world.
Actually, I kind of want to inspect these vines as well.
Roll me a nature check then.
Daffodil's good at that. Or more good at that.
Absolutely not. Triny's got a +1 to nature.
Plus. What was it? 7. 21.
Nice.
Okay, Johan. You don't know anything about vines. Well, Daffodil?
It's a plant.
Sure,
it's
it's a
very
plant.
much a plant.
Sure is a plant.
Daffodil. And you, on the other hand, while they aren't the healthiest looking vines, they do seem to be alive. Possibly magical in nature?
Okay.
But-
Oh, sorry. Yep. Am I going to say a thing?
Nope.
Okay.
I think Johan will kind of enter the building if it seems like it's safe to do so.
Yep.
All right. So what's inside this building? More vines, I presume.
Yes. Vines
Anything
leading
else?
down a curved corridor. I assume you guys are going to keep following them?
Yep.
Find the origin of the vines.
So, yes.
Yeah.
Following the vines, you enter into a decent-sized room with multiple paths leading his way. though the vines seem to be coming from the door directly across from you. There seems to have some sort of device on the ground, like involving tiles, but several of the vines appear to have broken through it.
Terribly helpful.
How convenient.
Seems like, say, the door was closed originally, but the sudden growth of the vines broke through it.
Okay. Is there room for us to get into the room?
Do I need to cut any vines?
Let's see. These you do have to like move around a bit, but you are able to make it through the doorway.
Okay. I think at this point, like, Johan, like, just kind of gently wakes Kid up and is like, okay, we found a room full of vines. We're going to go in. I just wanted to warn you because I didn't want to jostle you awake.
Yep, Ketas is going to give a tired nod and just rub the sleep out of their eyes. Small yawn.
Oh.
Well, a small yawn for a cat, so just
Mhm.
small yawn, mouth opens like 3 times its size.
Somehow still incredibly adorable.
Lots of teeth before just closing them back to normal.
Yeah. Just a normal yawn. What's wrong with that?
Yep.
Do you happen to, does this, ring any bells, Kita?
He is going to take a moment and look around and go, there was a lot less vines when I remember. I remember I had to do a puzzle, and they refer to the and the broken remains of the tiles on the ground. And then I managed to save someone that was trapped here. Also there's a plant person here.
Okay. Well, let's see if they are still here. Or are here again. It seems odd, though, that there's... Well, I suppose if we've been messing with the timeline, or if this entity has, perhaps we are going to see more changes from what you recall happening down the line.
Maybe
Let's
sorry. Maybe the plant
let's head
person
on
has
in.
something to do with the extra vines?
Possibly. I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, yeah, Johan's gonna go in.
Cool. Yeah. Cheetah's gonna follow after. And yeah. Inside is a large room filled with plants, and at the very end is a person with, well, the plant person you assume with various vines coming out of their arms and back.
The origin
Almost.
of the vines.
And they appear to have their eyes closed, but they do move a little when you approach.
Yeah, I think Johan just kind of hands Triny's tie back to him.
Thanks.
Um, Guten Tag. Are you Can you hear us?
Yes, I can hear you.
My name is Johan. These are my friends. There's Kita, who uh, has been here before, believe it or not. Then there's Triny and Miss Daffodil. Uh, are you controlling the vines all over the warren here, or are
They
you
give a
okay?
nod. Yeah. The islands. Whatever caused that quake earlier has damaged many of the islands. I am doing my best to keep them in place.
Is there some way we can assist you in doing so?
Do any of you possess nature magic?
I know a little. Johan looks back at Daffodil. Seems like the
My
type with the
fucking
green
page
thumb.
broke. I feel like I should, but I don't think I do. I mean, I only have a few spells and healing. That's about it.
Looks to Kita and Triny.
Do you need me to set something on fire?
I don't think that's going to help in this case.
I can put it to sleep? Question mark?
Potentially?
Would not be good.
Okay.
Okay.
I have, and try to reach through his hammer space. A net. That's about it. That I could think might be useful somehow. I don't have any magic.
I have a watering can. Yeah, I don't
And
think
you
it's gonna
cannot.
help.
Then you cannot aid me.
Let's see, I've
Sorry.
got... Johan knows Druidcraft.
I will be right back.
Oh, okay.
I feel like that would be actually very helpful.
Yeah, Druidcraft's
Well-
like a plant.
Instantly make a flower blossom, a seed pod opener, or a leaf bud bloom.
That
There's
might
other
be
effects you can do
useful.
depending on depending on
Tiny
the,
harmless sensory effect that predicts what the weather will be at your location for the next 24 hours. I
Fine,
get the
I'm
feeling
looking at
that if
the
Johan does that, it's just going to be like a floating skull.
Yeah, in the next 24 hours is just gonna
Yes.
the world's dead.
Mhm.
Uh,
Dead.
Despite the fact
You
that
create an
Daffodil's a gardener,
instantaneous
she has
harmless
no
sensory
plant
effects
spells.
such as falling leaves, a puff of wind, the sound of a small animal, or the faint odor of a skunk. You can
I don't know,
instantly
it's
light or snuff out a candle, a torch, or a small campfire.
Also, speaking of
I don't
candles,
know.
I feel like an hour has passed by now. I need to use up another candle. These candles
Probably,
only
yeah.
last
Oh.
an hour.
Yeah, other
It's
than that, I
fine.
got beaks with animals. I don't think I got any like inventory stuff.
I am back.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
I will say that apparently not Petals, Brace or Johan has Druidcraft, if that helps.
Johan knows Druidcraft. He can. If there's some way that making a seed pod open can help.
Flower Blossom.
Yeah.
A leaf bud bloom.
Sorry, but that is not strong enough.
I'm sorry we could not be of greater aid. Kita, you don't happen to know any nature magic, do you?
Let's see. I can speak with animals. I can make glowing fire. I can cast webs, but
Okay.
If
What
it's
exactly is it that you need? Maybe we can find something that can help you. Mm, Maybe something non-magical.
fertilizer?
he is gonna go.
I
Oh,
mean,
what?
give me a couple of hours, I guess.
He is just gonna hold up the bowl like I could give you the sun for a bit.
Oh, that might help. Uh,
As far
would
as my knowledge goes,
photosynthesis help?
plants do like sunlight.
And to your surprise, this the person in front of you shakes their head and goes,
Oh,
"That would be tempting, but right now, that I feel like it would only make me relax, and that
ah.
is far from what I can do. The stress is pushing me to my limits right now, and if that's what it takes to save the people here, then that is what I must do."
Well, Johan can at least cast guidance on this guy. Once before the spell ends, within the next minute, he can roll a d4 and add that number to one ability check.
Okay, good point. Radar is going to go. The bridge connecting this massive land to the other has been destroyed. Do you think you could do anything about that?
We could try and fly one of your vines across to help you reconnect.
You mean to the wasteland or to the city?
Or is it
No,
the larger island?
Part of the warrens, I think.
yeah. Okay,
Ah,
so there are
okay.
basically two small land masses. Well, there are two land masses where you are at, connected by a vine, and then about 30 or 40 feet to the left, there is another much larger one.
And that vine broke.
Yes.
But if there's another vine available, we could fly it on over. Help it make contact. Or, I mean, does Johan have any rope in his inventory?
I have 50 feet of rope.
I've only got
Daffodil
50
does
feet of
rope.
rope. Yeah, we did. We got 50 feet of rope last time. I forgot about
Yeah.
that.
Doesn't Triny have 200 feet of rope?
Actually, yeah, I have 200 feet of rope.
We could
No, only
just
100. So
we
that's
could
two.
just cat's cradle.
We could take your cross.
We could
If
cat's
that would
cradle
help.
the islands together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Make something so that way the new vine can grow across.
Yeah.
Or maybe tie up one of the vines and drag it across.
We could make a trellis of sorts. And the rope can help connect the two islands in the meantime.
Kind of like when you put a stick in the ground so that way a vine can go through it.
Yeah.
I will see what I can do.
Right? Well, if we head on back and, let's see, Kita, if I could enlist your help, we can find something to tie the rope to on this side and then take the rope to the other side.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I'll start tying the rope together to make like a longer rope.
Yeah.
Because I have two different
It,
50 sets.
it was like 30 or 40 feet off to the side, right?
Oh,
Yeah.
never mind. Then we only need one set because it's 50 feet. Perfect.
Yeah. Okay. So, is there anything we should roll to see how that goes, or is it just something we can do?
Give me an argument for what you believe it should be.
I mean, depends what we're going for, because if Johan's gonna use his broom to, like, get one end of the rope to the other, then... I guess it would be more rolling to tie a knot on something.
Yeah.
I think.
Or finding, like, secure anchorage on both sides.
So maybe...
I would say sleight of
So-
hand.
Sleight of hand? Okay.
Also, would we need a roll for both sides?
That
Yes.
would make sense.
Okay, here, wait, what's Triny's sleight of hand?
Maybe Johan shouldn't be the one tying
No, well,
things.
if it's on both sides, then one side needs to be on one side and the other... Oh, wait, no, sorry, brain blanked out. What's everybody's sleight of hand?
Huh.
Peter has +4.
Ooh,
Handshake.
well, nice. Well, if Kita will come across to the other side, Kita would probably be best off tying the rope. Because Johan's -1.
What's the thing to tie the rope again?
Sleight of hand.
Yeah, I have a +3. That's not gonna do it.
Yep, so Kita's going to take their broom. And they're going to fly over to the other side. Well, first they're going to take the rope
Yes.
and fly to the other side.
Mhm.
And after a little bit of looking around, they find something sturdy enough to tie it to, and let's see, can they roll?
On Kita. Johan will assist for advantage.
Okay. $11.
That's a... So...
As far as I remember, that's for only one side, so maybe...
Yeah, let's see how you guys are doing on that side. Yeah.
Yeah,
I will give
I'm
you
gonna
help.
roll. I'm gonna roll. Daffodil's a +4 as well.
I will give you advantage with a help action.
Cool. All right, so it's 20. See if this goes. Not any better. Worse, actually. That was 2 3s with advantage.
You know.
Wow.
I have enough in a row. If you
You connect the DC. I set it at 10 because it doesn't have to be the sturdiest knot. But
You two are standing triumphantly on the other side and the knot just lets go.
we did it.
Here, I actually might have an in-character reason for this, because while Daffodil's trying to, like, tie the note tighten the knot, like, you can see her wince, actually. And, shit.
Oh,
Somebody can get
Okay.
the give it a second.
invasion. Can you not?
No, I cannot. Actually.
So you cannot.
No, I cannot.
Yeah, that's what you just said. You can not.
I cannot not.
You cannot not. So... As in you can't help yourself?
No, cannot.
Cannot. So you can tie knots.
No, I cannot.
Anyway, I'm back. Sorry about that. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh, right.
Reason as to why this is failing.
Yeah, as Daffodil's tightening the knot, you can see her actually wince, like, in pain a little before, like, kind of letting go of the knot for a bit to hold her hand. Ow.
Oh, you okay?
fine. I just I just got a cut a few days ago. Just gonna roll deception.
And, I mean, Triny is reaching for your hands if
That's
you
a
allow it.
15. Every time I roll deception, it always rolls so low.
I mean, I'm gonna roll insight. It's not like I have actually that high of a insight check, but I rolled a fucking 17, baby.
So Daffodil's lying. That was a fucking lie.
Yeah. I'm reaching for your hands gently and turning them over. If you allow.
I mean, she's wearing gloves, so you probably have to take off the gloves, but also Daffodil just keeps her hands to herself.
You okay? Seriously.
It's... Look, it's nothing. Let's just... We don't have to talk about this. Daffodil's gonna try and actually tighten the knot, though not do it very well. With those 2 3s. Which sure, it equal to a 7, but 2 3s? What the fuck, rolled bot?
3s and only 3s.
Seeing
and
the
only
knot
3s.
and seeing that Daffodil is having trouble, can Triny try to retie it?
Go ahead.
I'm not gonna roll with advantage, but I'm gonna roll just sleight of hand. You know, it's fucking better than both of you.
What did you roll? It beats the DC.
Yeah.
That's what matters.
Yeah, and Triny just looks at Daffodil and just says, "We don't have to talk about it here, you know. But if you do have anything you want to say, you can talk to me, alright?"
I'm just gonna say, buddy, you're super quiet.
Ah, fuck. If you have anything you want to say, you can talk to me, alright?
Only if you tell me if you've actually been overworking yourself or not.
Yes. That's not a lie, technically. He has been.
Alright. We're gonna have to talk about that, but... That's a discussion for later.
Get out of here. Let's get out of here first.
Yeah, I think at that point...
Yeah, setting up the rope and a vine is slowly emerges from the ground and slithers across the rope. Eventually a few more join it.
Nice. Johan and Kita fly back on over. Well, I wasn't too sure, but it does seem to be holding. Good job, Kita.
We'll say that before the vines came, Kita's not... They're mostly tied it. A cat did get stuck in it.
Oh no!
Oh no!
Part of the reason it's so loose is kitty extraction.
Yeah.
Kitty extraction.
No, Kita, no, you've tied another one in there. Nope. Undo that knot. Undo, yes, that portion. Yes, that portion. Okay. The kitty is free. I think we should just leave it alone now. Yeah? Okay. Poor beleaguered rope. Cats and string.
To not cut it because they have claws.
Mm-hmm. This is just a very large bit of string.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. Okay, so I think that should hold until it gets to the other side.
Yeah.
I think so. Do we need to go to the large island? I suppose is what I'm wondering.
Well, you were wanting to help.
Okay, so the
we'll
panic
just
is
check
coming from
on-
the large island?
Yeah.
Okay.
Further off it.
Okay. So since the vine is doing its thing, I think we could probably just ferry our party members across on the brooms if need be.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I'm just gonna go ahead and roll insight and see if Johan notices the awkward atmosphere. Cause boy, that was sure a thing, wasn't it? A 12.
I mean, it's above a 10.
Mm-hmm.
I'll leave it up to the DM.
Well, I suppose it would depend upon like, are you two actively like trying to like hide the fact that you just had a little bit of a?
I mean, Triny's just waiting with his arms crossed.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Okay, yeah, just notices like, a little awkward on this side. Perhaps it's just they don't like being here, which is understandable. Could be something else.
I mean, Daffodil's like kind of fidgeting a bit with the with, like the hem of her glove.
Okay, yeah, awkward. Let's just go see about helping those panicking people, shall we?
Mm-hmm.
Yep, let's get going.
Nothing distracts quite like somebody else's problems.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. So,
Okay, so as you guys head up north, you do find quite a few people standing just around. There appears to there's quite a few people standing around, a few sheep. You do as you look further up, you do see the remains of what was once the house floating in the water.
oh,
Yeesh.
any noise coming from inside?
Nope.
No.
I don't think
Okay.
there'd be any noises coming from inside if there were people in there or not.
Hmm. Uh, is the panic over?
It
Where's
seems
the
to have died down. Like some people are still panicking, like, "Oh, what are we gonna do? We've just lost everything." It's like we need to get to the city. It's like that kind of panic when no one's panicking, as in, "Oh God, we're in danger."
Oh, okay.
Triny's just gonna yell out, "Is everyone okay?"
The general response you get is that, yeah, they're okay. Someone says that no, their life is ruined now, they have nothing. Very much just seems to yelling at everything.
Alright, does anybody need any healing?
From what you can tell, no one does.
Okay.
Okay. Nobody was hurt at the very least.
That's good.
Yeah.
Well, physically at least.
I don't know. Yeah. I don't think there's much we can do for them aside from just move on. Do we see anybody who matches that description of the guy we're supposed to be looking out for?
So far, no.
Okay.
Guess they must be somewhere else. In the Warren, or they're in the wastes, which would really not be the best thing right now.
Yeah. But perhaps they are in the city.
That too. Are there any areas that we haven't searched yet?
We're looking for a
You
second
did
part of
see
the
on the island you're on, there did appear to be a path going south.
Okay.
me try that way.
Yeah.
And
Right,
that
off
way
to
we
the
go,
south.
I suppose.
Yeah.
So as you go down, you do see another building. Faintly, you can hear people talking in it. Would you guys like to enter?
Sure.
Knock first?
Yeah.
Or, yeah, knock. Knock first.
Like the other rooms, this one does not have a door.
Oh, knock
Seems
on the
to
door
be
first.
yeah,
Is it okay if we enter? Hello?
few moments pass and you hear someone call up. Yeah.
Okay. In we go then.
Yeah.
The end times, there's no excuse not to be polite.
You get about maybe 10 feet in, and there are several blocks covering the floor. Small ones, like the biggest one is about a foot tall.
Okay.
Smell.
Avoid those.
No, like these are actually just blocks.
Oh,
Oh, the
not
block.
glitch blocks.
No,
Oh, I thought you were talking about
rocks and
person
all
for a
that.
second because my brain decided to shut off for like a singular second. Okay. Normal
Yeah.
blocks.
Yeah.
Not the.
Takeda
Yeah.
just takes a moment to look at them and goes, how are we going to get past these? Wait. And just steps over it.
Meh. Is
Step over the
No.
block.
is is that supposed to be a barricade or
No.
modern art piece?
Mm.
Or, like, are the blocks people?
Takeda just going to poke one. And
No. Oh,
doesn't seem to do anything.
okay.
Knock knock on the block.
Anyone there?
Knock knock on the block. Hello? What are these blocks?
It appears to be stone.
Oh. Okay.
All right then.
Modern art.
Or perhaps just rubble. Who can tell?
Or just
So, who was
debris.
in here?
Probably that.
Mm. Yes, as you guys keep going, you come across two children, you believe. Two bird looking children. One of whom is wearing a blue. The other who is wearing a burgundy. The one in blue is much smaller, about a bit smaller than Kita. While the one in burgundy is around Triny's height.
So we have Birdly and Burgundy.
Are you guys okay?
Hello, I would invite you guys in, but our house is currently full, and he's going to move out of the way, and you see that there are the glitches just inside the room.
Yeesh.
Oh.
Ah, you should probably get out of here.
Or just move into the other room. Those are not safe. Are you hurt?
No, they
Or
are
are you
not.
okay?
I am fine. Well, we're fine. At which point, the younger one is going to turn from the door and look to you guys. And their eyes are going to focus on Trini. his head to be exact, and they go, "You're the savior."
I'm sorry, what?
You have the sun on your head. You must be the savior.
No. That's the sun is this one right here. Pointing towards the kid. Towards Kita.
That looks like a light bulb.
It does, but do you feel the warmth that comes from it?
It could be coming from him.
No,
Well-
I mean, if I step out of the room, you'll see that it's coming. I am not the savior. Okay?
Yeah, I still think you are.
Okay. Where did you hear this? Who told you this?
No, everyone knows that the savior has the sun with them.
Okay, and what if I just do this and I turn off my screen?
It's gonna look around for him and go, "Are you gonna bring the sun back?"
I mean, I can turn it on. Turn it on. It's just my head.
Mhm.
I'm not giving up my head. I need it.
Oh, we can get you a new one.
No, no.
I'm sorry, excuse me?
But you're a robot, right? There are a lot of smart people in the city.
I'm not a robot. I bleed ink.
Now,
I'm a toon.
Triny is a person. A toon.
Very much a person.
His head is non-negotiable.
I will say one thing that did happen is that Platinum did stay behind to try and help the people.
Okay.
Okay, good to know.
Okay.
We stop Beta?
Beta is still with you guys.
Okay.
And
Beta.
he's actually going to start.
Okay, go ahead.
Yes, sir. Currently, you guys are in a corridor, and on one of the sides, there is the blocked off doorway.
Blocked off by glitches?
Yeah. Like that
Ah,
seems to have been their house.
okay.
You guys cannot stay here. The glitches are dangerous. We need to get out of here.
Do you have some neighbors you could move in with for a little bit? Just for a little while? We really should be moving on to the city.
Yeah, city might be a
Hello?
bit safer than just points at the house. All the
Very true.
blocks.
Which point, yeah. Yeah. Beta will actually start walking past these two and go, "I believe Cecil is nearby."
Oh,
You think so?
do you have some sort of Cecil radar? How do you know?
Can you track people?
He possesses something that I am able to locate,
Huh. Well,
as does another one of our companions.
there's another one. Okay. Well, I suppose then we should see about getting this finished quickly, but really, you two should just maybe clear out of here for the time being.
They're just gonna give a nod. Which point the smaller one goes, "Oh, that way used to lead to the graveyard, but the got flooded. Like, well, the bridge got flooded."
Ah.
Hmm.
Is Like, Johan, like, looks to Beta and then to Kira says, do we need something in the graveyard? Or is that
That
where
appears
Cecil
to be
is?
where Cecil is, according
Okay.
to my radar.
Alright. Okay. Yeah, so... We go?
Guess we're heading there.
Yeah, we're going
Mhm.
there.
Yeah. Yes, as you guys, you walk for a little while, and eventually you reach. Yeah. Eventually, you do reach a partly flooded passage, and Triny, the book, has started to glow again.
Oh,
Oh, what book is this again?
the book
The
that the
journal.
picture...
Ah,
The book.
The book with the picture of the X's.
The weird book.
got it. I take it out. You change the hammer space. Do you want me to roll a hammer space roll?
Hammer time.
Sure.
Every time.
Hammer time!
I roll a 6. I pull it out.
Cool. The the picture, or the flower on top, on the cover of the book, is glowing again. And last time this happened, the minecart appeared.
Think we're close to somewhere where we might be able to use that again?
Seems like it. Is there a picture showing up? Or not yet?
I assume you're gonna open it.
Yeah, Chinese opening it.
Cool. Yeah, inside you see the corridor you're in, with a wooden bridge.
Hmm.
Quick question, by the way. Are the two kids still with us, or
Background noise.
Nico?
No, they are not.
Okay, thank God.
Yeah.
We already have Kita to deal with.
Meh.
I don't want another kid in
I think
danger.
I'm gonna have to mute every time I want to, or unmute every time I want to speak now because the background noise got loud. Ugh, why do people have to be over now? Oh.
Well,
Yep, so after a little bit of finagling around, the ground starts to rumble, and the glow grows brighter, and a wooden bridge starts to emerge from the water.
ooh.
All right.
Yep.
Hey. Now we can cross. That's handy.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
I guess we go across the bridge.
So-
Also, Nico, I'm sorry I've not been talking much. Brain cannot think of things to say.
It'd
It's
be
all
like
good.
that sometimes. So it's across the bridge.
Yeah. You end up walking for a few minutes, and you end up on another patch of land with quite a few graveyards and all that. And to the south, you hear someone just you hear someone working on something before yelling out in frustration.
So, i.e., cussing up a storm.
Yeah,
Woohoo.
it's like basically standing up, throwing something at the ground.
Ah, Hello?
Sorry. I was and I was just basically about to say the same thing. You go on.
Yeah. Yeah. Daffodil and Johan at the same time. Hello?
Yeah, so he does look up, and yeah, it is. Well, at least according to Beta's description, this appears to be Cecil.
But just to
Okay,
confirm,
young or old?
are you Cecil?
Oh, hello there. He's going to look over the group, for his eyes briefly stop on Keto, and then stop on Beta. Goes, ah, okay. I see. I assume Beta has informed you of what is going on over there?
Kind of.
Also, did I spell your name right? And Daffodil's just gonna flip over the notepad to show so that she's. I don't know if the name is spelled correctly or not.
Yeah, that's spelled correctly.
Okay. Just gonna put the notepad away.
Beta said that you have a bit more information for us regarding this potential new ending.
There you go.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, Cecil is gonna go, yeah. I came to, pick you guys up just so we could get to the city quicker, but my flying machine appears to have gotten damaged.
Ah,
And he's going to refer to a hot air balloon that has a large has a hole in it. Well, a few holes in it, and looking around in a few trees, you do see the matching fabric.
ah.
Anybody got a sewing kit?
Sadly, I do not.
I might.
I could, though I
See,
might be able to help with this, and like he just kind of flies up and starts detangling a bit of the fabric from one of the trees.
Thank you. That's not the only issue. Is that the heating, well, the engine, so to speak, and he's going to tap. He's going to gesture up to the basically the heating element. Because some of those parts are damaged.
Does
Oh,
the
right, I have
entire
mending.
team just? Oh, hey!
I forgot
Awesome.
about that.
That's fantastic. But I think
Right, that's what I never
Johan
cared
just kind of
so,
stops and like turns to look at Triny, who did mention that he could set things on fire.
I mean, I have firebolt. A thermal object hit by the spell, light ignites if it isn't being worn or carried.
I also have heat metal if that helps. I don't know if that help in this situation. I mean, I guess if we need to like dent something back into place, I guess.
Kita has a rather warm light bulb.
I don't. Tisa's going to look over at the bulb and go, I don't think that will. I don't think that will. The warmth needs to be in a. It needs to be focused. But
Are there any what's? Is there any what's outside? If we can light a small fire inside of a metal chamber, is it like a gas powered like? How does this balloon work? Do we have to light something on fire and put a fire in it?
Well, okay. So the way this works, it is a relatively new invention, so I don't blame you for not knowing, is that it refers to the heating element because I pull this and fire will come out, trapping hot air inside the canvas. This will lift it up. And he's going to start explaining how the hot air machine works, or the balloon works.
I'm gonna roll an intelligence save to see if Daffodil's attention span can last all this. Alright, would that be a wisdom save or an intelligence save? We go intelligence.
Either or. It's like, do you understand what he's saying, or can you focus on what he's saying?
As a 19, Daffodil somehow understands this. Somehow, despite
Awesome.
it all.
What I'm really asking is which part specifically is broken, so that way we can figure out what we need to fix.
Let's see. A few of the mechanisms inside of it for activating the file appear to be damaged. Though we could try repairing it with mending. I'm not 100% sure if that would work or could make things worse.
Well, if all else fails, if you have firebolt, you can fire that off fairly frequently. Yeah. Like Johan is like bringing down like fabric and then handing it off to Daffodil, so she can do mending.
Sorry, I was typing something, I spaced that ever so slightly. I am so sorry.
Oh, it's okay. Like Johan's been like bringing down like the scraps of fabric that are in the trees and handing them off to Daffodil, and I imagine like maybe they start putting the balloon back together like a big jigsaw puzzle.
Yeah, probably.
Keita
So see,
will
mending
just
is a
pipe up
cantrip,
at
thankfully.
Keita will pipe up at the firebolt ideas to go, won't that risk, burning a hole through the balloon?
I mean, I'm not saying I fire the firebolt at the balloon itself. I'm saying firing a firebolt to ignite something on the basket, so that way fire will come out and make the balloon go up.
Triny, I have a candle right here, and she's holding it up because that's the light source she's been using this whole time.
You know, that's fair. I mean, that will light it on fire too. Look, I didn't come here with a lot of things. I shoot guns and cut things. And I have really good investigation. That's all I do. It's what I'm good at. I can hit things hard.
We can set up some sort of well, like you said, if we could set up some sort of fire and then perhaps bring along some kindling or fuel.
You know what? I'm gonna start finding stuff to burn, and I'm gonna go look for wood.
Burn time.
Nico, what do I have to roll to find wood?
Will they make a survival check with?
Oh goody! The +0, a 5.
Oh,
Oh dear.
it's a swamp. Things are wet.
Come
find
back with
wood.
a wet log.
Hey, you
Did
know what?
guys know
That could
things
still
are
work.
wet here?
Yeah, that could still work. Prestidigitation is a thing.
Yeah.
I will say, just Keita does. Again, the Keita's going to wander off, and they're just going to climb up a tree, and they're just going to start using their claws, hacking at a branch.
Nice.
Oh, you know what? Smart idea. And Triny will immaterialize the axe in his hand and just start the great axe and just start chopping. I can chop a tree down. Fuck it, I got strength. Why do I need to roll? Athletics?
Yeah.
Finally, you found something you're good at.
And
Destruction.
have advantage because Keto is cheering you on.
Oh yeah, thank God. I mean, I rolled a 17 at first. Let's just say that the other roll is not as great.
What was the other roll?
I mean, you'll see it. There you go.
Ah. I see.
Yep. See. Yes,
Cutting down some fucking tree.
after a while, you guys managed. Yeah. After a while, Triny, you managed to cut down the tree and cut it into kindling.
Nice.
And around this time, the Daffodil and Breaks, you have managed to repair the you have managed to repair the balloon,
Awesome.
and this seems like a good place to take a break.
Yeah.
Oh, take me where?
It's a good thing because my family just got here.
We're taking you to EBDB breaks.
Ah! I thought we were going to Denny's.
All right, I'm gonna BRB.
Should we
Okay,
pause my
yeah, same.
recording?
Yeah, go ahead.
Stop it.
Okay. Welcome back. Okay, so where we left off, you had just managed to kind of repair the hot air balloon in a way I did not anticipate.
Oh.
I do a little dance mending.
Six. Yeah. After after a few minutes, you're able to. Well, Cecil's able to get the balloon at least inflated, and he's just going to go. All right. Shall we head to the city now?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's go.
Hmm.
I don't think we have anything else here that we need to do.
Yeah, it seems like most of the solutions to our troubles here lie in that city.
So I assume you all climb in.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
It is a bit cramped, but everyone does fit.
This is not an issue for Daffodil. She can go 2D. She is 2D.
Keita is just going to pop and go. Maybe one of us should be on a broom.
I can handle that, yeah. I can keep up handily. Yeah, so Johan will just he'll get on his broom
Yeah.
after just muttering pom pom really quickly.
Yeah.
And
He will also get on their broom just so.
I imagine this is gonna look very much like, honestly, I don't, considering how fast hot air balloons are, the Keita and Johan could probably push the balloon. Just hold on to it like they're getting like a ride, like somebody in a bicycle getting a ride from like a semi truck.
We
But instead they're pushing
we attach a rope to you.
Yeah.
So after a bit of finagling, you're able to make it so that Johan and Keita are basically pulling the balloon.
Yeah.
And Cecil
Mush.
is then going to basically go. Alright. So, do you have any questions that you want explained or expanded on further?
Why are we here? Why we three specifically are we here?
Okay. I do not know. My guess is that you three have somehow become connected with Kita and the bulb in some way or form, and that when they were pulled back, you three were pulled along by accident.
If Johan weren't flying out in front of the balloon, you could say he called it.
You still probably could. You just have to shout it.
So
Called it.
you are able to talk relatively normally. Because, like, you're not going fast enough that the wind is disrupting the noise.
Okay.
Yeah.
Seems I called it.
And have you guys been filled in on what this place is?
Some
What
sort
this-
of like
Whatever.
uh, like a play of some kind. Something that Kita went through once, and now we're going through the same scenario. Like it's like an on-stage production, except it's an entire world.
Yeah, kind of like a movie.
Yeah.
Okay,
As
so
long as it's not one of the engineers' movies, we're fine.
let
I don't think the
let me
engineers
explain
movies are
what's
that
going.
bad.
So let me explain what's going on. This is very much an artificial world, like a movie. Because and me, my father, Beta over there, and Hugh, which is our final ally in the city, we're from the old world, you could say. And what that is that back in our previous world, we learned that the world was going to end. And while a lot of people took this opportunity to just kind of give up and spend their last few years, just relaxing, my father took it upon himself to try and save as many people as he could. So he began construction on this. An artificial plane of reality that he had hoped he could at least save the minds, the souls, while the bodies could not. However, he lacked the resources for the entire world and everyone. So he made it smaller. But that didn't work, so he had to make it smaller and smaller and smaller to eventually what it became now. And while well, there was a prophecy about a savior coming to save us, we all soon learned that when they would arrive was many years too late. And so this world is effectively just the final moments of our world. And, of course, like all movies, there needs to be a director. Someone who controls what's going on. So, my father created the reality anchor. Something that would act as the source of order and control for this movie, this play. But of course, like everything involved in this, things went wrong. Certain parts of it started going corrupt, started malfunctioning, and eventually, this is the end result. Any more questions?
Daffodil's just kind of silent.
I think Johan is actually kind of watching Kita to see what their reaction is.
They are. They definitely seemed stressed.
Is Kita behind Johan or in front? Or are they
Probably
on separate? Or are they on separate ropes?
on separate brooms.
Okay. I think he's going to just kind of veer over and hold out a hand.
Cheetah will take it.
And gives it just like a squeeze, just like a reassuring squeeze.
So, are we too late? Can we still save everything here? I mean, there's some kids back there that called me the savior, apparently. I thought that was Kita, but
I'm
trying.
hoping. I am very much hopeful that at the end of our plan, we can achieve the proper ending. That this world will be saved, and we won't have trapped someone here.
Well, we've got 4 times the savior, so maybe that'll up our chances.
And so far we've been... Well, we haven't been sticking to the script, so to say, of this movie, so... We can try for a different ending, I think, yeah? A better ending?
Yeah.
The true ending.
A true ending. Yeah.
All right. Is this thing gonna take us straight to the city, or are we gonna need to stop somewhere else?
No, we should be able to get straight to the city, but we'll have to end up in the Sky District first.
I mean,
Just
we
because
could
we
just...
can't.
Can we not just go straight to the tower?
The tower, the only entrance. Well, we could, but that will just likely cause the original ending. No.
Ah, okay.
We need to meet up with you, and there we can enact our plan.
Okay.
And what's the plan? Or does only Hugh know it?
The three of us do know it, but effectively what's going to happen is we're going to try and stabilize the reality anchor. Try and uncorrupt it. And if we do it correctly, then we should be able to save everyone.
Alrighty then.
Here's hoping it works.
Well, well, just points away.
And at this point, after a few more moments of silence, you guys arrive. Well, he directs you to land the balloon at the top of a tower, which, what he claims is a landing pad for his flying machine.
Okay.
And yeah, so. And I believe this is a good point to stop for now.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
You got any messages for us this time around?
So far, no.
Yeah. No? Okay.
Okay.
Okay, cool.
Alright.
We live today.
Cool.
Yep.
We live.
Alright.
Ooh. The plot thickens.
The plot
There's
thickens
been a
so thick you
lot
can
of-
cut it with a knife.
Yeah, there's been a lot of lore.
Lore.
So much lore.
The plot chickens.
Plot chickens. TOC isn't here. What are you talking about?
Everything is fine.
Everything
Yes,
is
sir.
absolutely a-okay.
Shall we move up to general chat for now?
Alright, I should probably stop the
Yeah.
recording. Or we should
Yeah.
stop our
Okay,
recording
yeah.
stuff.
I'm
Yeah.
not gonna stop recording. Alright, bye.
Thanks
Bye.
for watching.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.